Hello and welcome to Personal Privacy with Nicole Ho. Beside me, I have Miss Wing Yu So, an expert on personal privacy. She is a professor of internet safety, working at Oxford University. She has been teaching and exploring personal privacy online for more than 4 years. Do you care to introduce yourself a little more and tell our audience why you would like to have this opportunity to be on this TV program?
Glad to. Because some of our students at Oxford University have been affected about personal privacy, I have started an interest to researching more into this topic. I have been committed to this career for quite a long time, and each year 5% more people are becoming victims. I have urged to stop this cybercrime, and because this TV show has lots of viewers, I feel that informing others here would decrease the number of victims each year.
Well, after this brief introduction to Miss Wing Yu's career, let's get started with what is personal privacy?
Personal privacy means protecting your information from the outside world. The internet is a world of where people hack, steal information and create applications that contain viruses.
Really? I had no idea. What is there to know?
First, we should discuss that you should always know who you are talking to online.
What do you mean by that?
Well, will you talk to strangers when you are walking down the street?
No.
That's why you shouldn't talk to strangers online too. They might ask you some private and personal questions that if you give them the answer, they will know a lot about you. For example, if you give them your phone number, they can contact you, or check in phone books to see where you live. If you have profile pictures of you, you are exposing yourself into letting them find you easily, as they know how you look like and where you live.
Speaking of which, I have seen my chat messages containing all sorts of private questions. Some I answer, and some I make up.
Ah, so you do know about it.
All my friends seem to reply and get more online friends like that, so why shouldn't I, and other people in the world, do the same?
Because you don't know what might strangers do to your information, and you don't know what they do to your friends too. If you want to be sure that you are not vulnerable, make sure you don't give personal information out online.
Really? Can you give an example of real-life cases that happened?
Sure. One case is about Cassie Renee Woody, who was a 13-year-old girl. In a chat room for teens, Cassie met 18-year-old David Fagan. She didn't doubt his identity because his profile picture was a brown-hair, blue-eyed teenage boy. She didn't know that David Fagan didn't exist, and that she was really talking to a 47-year-old man named David Fuller. David Fuller was an internet predator who had focused his sights on Cassie. She made a big mistake of sharing her personal information with him, so he was able to track Cassie from his home to the small town in Arkansas where Cassie lived. He abducted and then killed her before he committed suicide.
Oh my gosh. That is truly terrible. And for what happened to Cassie, I feel very sad, although you have to admit it was partly her fault for sharing her information to David. Is there any other tips that you can tell us in order to improve privacy online?
There are still many things you need to know. There is having strong passwords, keeping your personal information and information online private, etc. This is just the beginning of knowing the dark side of your online world.
Really? Let's begin with having strong passwords.
Of course. When having multiple accounts, always have passwords that are hard to guess. Not your phone number, birthday, etc., but something that is really personal to you. Also have different passwords for each account, so if someone finds out one password, they can't access your other accounts. This is one easy way to keep your information safe.
Very good point. I've never thought of it like that before.
Well, you should. If you choose very complicated passwords, don't write them down, because if someone gets hold of your book, all of your passwords are in their hands. It would be even worse if they fell into a hacker's hands.
That would be horrible. I wouldn't want that to happen.
Yes, so I suggest you to change passwords that you feel will be easy to guess by your friends and family. If you think they can guess it, then hackers will definitely do too.
Why? Hackers won't know my birthday and phone number.
As I said before, if you give out personal information on chat, it is one way to get hold of it. Another typical way is checking your profile online. I bet you post pictures, birthdays, phone numbers, email addresses and status online, right?
Yes.
Well, this profile gives hackers a lot of information about you already. Even pictures of you and friends can get you exposed to hackers. If they know where you were hanging out on Friday night, and your status says something like, "Wow, that was fun, going again this Friday." This already gives them enough information of you, who your friends are, where you hang out and where will you be on Friday night.
Wow. That is a lot of information to take in. I bet all of our TV audience today has learned a lot more about protection online than they did before.
I am grateful to be on this TV show and I hope all of you have learned something new today.
Once again, thank you for being part of our TV program today and see you next Saturday on Personal Privacy with Nicole Ho. Bye.